everyone, I'm back again, Hortense, and as you can see, I have my Corona lockdown hair. As from today, the Dutch government told all the barbers and hairdressers to open their doors again. So I'm Theo's first customer after Corona lockdown, and I'm so very happy to be here because 12 weeks was my last appointment. So let's start.
Normally 5, 6.
Yeah, normally 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So now 12. So I'm so happy.
Okay.
Let's start. Let's do this.
Hit the road, Jack.
Yeah.
Hello friends on YouTube. Thanks for watching again. Now Hortense is what she told the first customer and model. Now we're open again. I worked already in the salon and believe me, it's a lot of work to hold it corona free. Because you have to clean your hands every time, you have to keep the distance. We don't have to keep a mouth protection. So that's very lucky, but we have them in the salon, especially for older people. And I'm glad she's here, because normally we do her hair in 5 weeks. So yeah, there's a base color you don't want to see, but afterwards it's gone. We only have to clean our hands, and also the customers when they come in and they go into the salon at the front and go out on the back. And every time one in, one out, not more than that. That's the protection we have. Now normally she likes to wear this on her ears. And now it's what you can see, about 3 centimeters over the ears, so it's a lot. Start with the longer side, because it's gonna make there, it's also summertime. A bit undershave, so it's a bit shorter in the underlines. Connect them to the center line on the back.
Goed kort.
Yeah. So pin the upper hair outside. And let's start on that.
Dan had ik dus die dot haren onder mijn brilpootje zitten.
She tells me that she just cut it this side because when she wears glasses, and when the glasses come under this, you get such a tracy hair beneath it.
Yeah.
Start scissor over comb. Er is wel veel herrie bij die fotograaf.
Zo hè?
Ja.
Het is ook echt bezig, of is ze abstract bezig?
Ja, het is wel iets aparts te doen.
Normaal komt het nooit zo ver, hè?
Nee. We're talking about the color. Normally you never see this color. Not this much. But for you as a watcher of my YouTube videos, yeah, it's nice to see the difference. Afterwards it's also very nice.
Vertel toch mijn ware leeftijd, hè?
Ja. Dan maakt het uit. Niks toch?
Nee joh.
Now you see how nice grey the color is. And especially for a woman like Hortense, who is very keen on herself to be beautiful, it's not a color she would wear now. She's still too young for that. But there will be a day I tell her that she better let it be grey. And mostly I see this on the skin tones, because when your hair is getting real grey, your skin is also getting a silver glow on it. So then it's mostly the time to let it be what it is. Ik denk dat ik naar de andere kant moet vragen, want kijk, ik hem aan en dan
Valt mee?
Ja, valt mee.
Oké. Yeah.
Made my connection to the back of the head. Make a nice running. Although the ears always stand in the way, but thank God she has ears because she's wearing also glasses. It's very hard to wear glasses without ears.
Yeah.
Now this gives also a lot of space and freedom feelings. Just the first part. So now I created, I can turn a bit so you can see this. I created my first flow into the back line, but now I first start on the upper hair to connect this on this line. So I know where I have to disconnect and where both lines are on the back of her head. Oh, ik heb een goede woorden geluid kunnen. Free the hair. Wet it again. Part myself the first line.
Maar lekker kort hoor.
Yeah, lay it in natural fall. Turn her a bit so you can see a little bit more. Now the underlines are laying here, so I go in on the underlines. Make my first line. Don't force anything, just leave it as it is. When I would pull this down with the fingers, it pulls more up, and now I'm certain that it lays where it has to lay in my vision. From the back, connecting to the line of cutting. This is my first line. TK Knoop part on it. You see how wonderful turquoise is. It's turquoise at all. It's from Goldwell. In the States it's KMS. Again, lay the hairs in fall. Go in. Cutting a real blunt line. And how nice the sound of the scissors. So that gives a lot of air. And I really love ears, by the way. Ears are mostly inspiration for me. And the older we become, the bigger they will be. Said the elephant. And again, connect from the back to the front. Now I didn't use any force on this wood cutting. I just leave it the way it is. Corrected minor corrections. And I've got myself a nice straight blunt line with a good fall in it, because you see how wonderful the lines are, and they are also connecting to lines from the chin bones. So now I go to the back. Part the hairs about 2 centimeters above the skull bone and pin them aside. Take my light Kiona clipper and connect the lines to each other. Let my comb do the work of finding the lines. holding my clipper in an angle and make a nice flowing contour line. Go over the center line. Every time pushing and pulling on the hairs with my comb to get them straight out of the skin to get a real good effect and a nice clean cut. I think a comb is as important as the clipper is. Put my blade to the back again. Make a nice soft connection. For now I have this side already ready. So now I lay all the hairs to the other side. Clean this up a bit with my nice large brush. Okay, I have to correct the line a bit because now her hair lays in a different way. So this hair is getting down, but it's also better because then I have a nicer flow to the other side. Now I ended around here, so I take the hairs up in that line, point my fingers to the center of the skull and connect the lines and give it a slight graduation. So I turn my fingers to the inner side so I get a bit of movement into the hairs. And do this about a centimeter over the center. And then I go in cross control from the other side. Go back over the same line. Lift it up. So now I have a wonderful fall to the line. It's flowing like it has to flow. Coming at the center, lift the hairs up, go in the opposite lines, bend my fingers again. And connect both lines to each other. Knowing that I have to get up on that side. So first lay this line. Give that small graduation. So now you see there's a wonderful flowing line. So now I come to this part. This is the correction on the line, because now it's laying like old men sometimes have, a lot of hair hanging over the side, especially in summertime. It's a bit, a lot of weight hanging over. So I take a little bit of that off. Watch at this line. Hold my fingers in the same line. So I watch at the line, take the line of the front of the face into the back. So again, pick the hairs up, watch over my fingers to the front of my face, take up facial lines into my hair, in her hair. It's my hair now when I'm cutting it. Thank God I have hair.
Our hair.
Our hair. Binding my hair.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now I created myself a nice fall to the head. I can see the line laying here. So now I can go to that part at the front and find me the way to the back, because this will be short, of course, also, otherwise it looks a bit stupid. Wet it a bit, not too much. Turn a bit, so you can see also a bit more. Take my large clipper again, set it in the line of the eyebrow lines. and work my way back to the back of head. Lifting the hairs up, take a bit of weight of the weight. I'm so glad that I can work again. I was for 8 weeks construction builder, so that's enough for me as a hairdresser. My old profession came back. I had to do something. Take the hairs up and give it also graduation. So I lift them up and I pull them a bit to the back. So I give them the line to flow to the back. So not in a straight line. Go in, pull them a bit to the back. So I get a nice flowing line. Take our blade to the back again, hold it in the angle and soften the contour line. Wet the hairs a bit. Take the part on the side beards, scissor over comb. And put minor corrections on the line, also a scissor over comb. I'm certain she can feel the difference right now, because this gives a lot of air. Freedom!
Inderdaad.
Lekker is dat, hè?
Oh, heerlijk. I love it.
I love it, I love it. I really love my hair now. My hair now. I tell it all my brothers. Boing. I have a message. Maar goed, daar zou je op de zijkantjes mee kunnen wassen.
Ja, precies.
Die geef ik dan wel met je zussen voor mij.
Doe maar.
Een tablet. Is door de coronatijd ben ik al veel rustiger geworden.
Ja.
Het hele jachtige is weg wat ik eerst had. En dat is wel heel veel veranderd, toch?
Dat hoor ik bij veel mensen, hè?
Ja, het is echt, bij mij is echt die stress van veel weg, terwijl ik nu wel veel stress heb gehad. Het is een korte tijd.
Andere stress.
Ja.
Dat is dan ook weer gewenning, denk ik.
Ja, het is wel een fijn gevoel.
Ja, iedereen is eigenlijk wel een beetje onthaast, hè, door
Ja.
het alles.
Maar je ziet ook gelijk hoe kwetsbaar we zijn met z'n allen door die corona.
Ja.
Hoe dun het ijs is waar we op lopen met z'n allen.
Nou ja.
Okay, coming to the front. Again, lay the hairs in the natural lines. Don't force anything. So I have a nice short fringe. Take out my clamps. Take the hairs up a bit. And just take off the last part that's laying on top. Just give it a rounding. Okay, make some small tattoo lines in it. Not too much, just a little bit, just for the fun. It's a long time since I did this. It's about 8 weeks ago or something like that. It's for me a long time.
Yeah.
Put my blade to the back and the underlines of the tattoo lines I made, because now they are hard to see. It's of course by the blonde color. So I take the hardness of the lines a bit away. And you don't see much of the tattoo lines now, but oh wait a minute, I can't do the frame. But when their hair is colored, you will certainly see it. So now I'm going to make her a color. In the meantime, I made her a color on mostly on the hairs. I put black on the base on 3%. That's 10 volume. And it's the color of like May 1/00. That's what the color is. Crazy all the slash and colors.
Yeah. All the numbers. Huh?
Numbers. There's a wonderful number on a song we had when we were young. It's called me 002345709. That's my number. That's the song.
Yeah.
From very long ago. I think 75 or something like that.
Yeah.
Call me 002345709. That's my number.
Yeah.
And I called it many times. And nobody answered.
That's not fair.
No, it's not. To give a number, it's not true. So now I come to the part where I get to the turquoise. So I leave the length without color. Just make the first part dark. And then with the turquoise, I fill the length in. Just color the first centimeter. So I have a strong base. And on this I bring only a shadow effect. So I take no new color on my brush, because I want the front to be as much turquoise as it can be. So I take only a little bit of the color on my brush and fade the line a bit. Only the sides and underlines are strong. Go over the same line again and watch how the coloring is developing. You can mostly see this. lay all the hairs that are black into the length on the back of her head. And then I take myself a plastic foil, glue this on the hairs, take my turquoise and set in the length. Turquoise don't need developer. You can also find it online. It's a real strong color. It's hard to get out of the hairs. And the lighter the hairs, the lighter the color is, of course. Het is ook zo'n friemeltje wat in de weg wil hangen. With the loom, you have to be sure that there's enough product on the hairs. So always take a little bit more than you normally would do with a color that's with activators. I lay this back on the turquoise, go to the front again and lay the hairs of the fringe on my plastic foil. Now this has to stay on for 25 minutes. Clean the contour a bit with the carton wick, and then after 25 minutes we rinse it out and we're going to show you the styling and the end result. Don't go away. Hello, back from coloring. After 25 minutes to rinse it out. Now of glints I use velvet. There's also, for those in Corona time, there's a wonderful product of them on the market. Is hand protection and stays on your hands for more than a day, so your hands will be totally sealed. So when you start, before you go working, put this on and then do the alcohol things, because the virus will also be on the outside, but your hands will be protected against the alcohol. Comb this product through the hairs. And start with blow drying with a medium brush. Start always on the longest side.
Beetje bijhouden. Ja.
Als een oude trein, hè?
Nou.
So far blow dry. Now on hair I mostly use Lanza product. I still have some Lanza products because the glow brings all things together. So now I call it a medium soft color because with 10 volume 3% is not a hard color, not a hard line. So you see that the color is also more natural. And also the turquoise, because it colors on her own natural colors, has something natural, even though the color is no natural color at all. And the beautiful thing about the Lanza products is they always smell really nice. I never met somebody who says, ooh, that smell. I thank Hortense for being my model. Thank you for watching. See each other next time.
Een rondje.
Hortense will turn so you can see the end result. It's not Hortense what you hear, it's the neighbor, it's working. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I have my corona lockdown hair. As from today, the Dutch government told all the barbers and hairdressers to open their doors again. So I'm Theo's first customer after corona lockdown. And I'm so very happy to be here because 12 weeks was my last appointment. So let's start.
Normally you go home 5, 6.
Yeah, normally 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So now 12, so I'm so happy.
Okay.
Let's start. Let's do this.
Hit the road, Jack.
Yeah.